All right, I wanted to talk about a CD read-write type device, and I was scrapping an old laptop, and it still had a CD player in it, and I thought we'd take a look at the module. It looks very similar to this one. I got this out of the internet, but it looks very similar to this. It's got some little prism. The thing's tiny. It's got some little prisms and lenses and laser diodes and all kinds of stuff in it, and it looks something like this. And so the optical path is what I was interested in, this one here. There's a lens. It's on a linear actuator voice coil that's focusing and tracking and stuff of the CD as it jiggles around. Lensing, there's a folding mirrors, and then there's a beam splitter that goes this way and a beam splitter that goes into another beam splitter, and there's two beam splitters. And the way this drawing is that one of these was a 400 nanometer, like a 405 nanometer laser diode, and one of them was a 650 nanometer laser diode. One did the writing and one did the reading, and then this was the photodiode that did the optical reading. So when you were using it as a read device, you'd use the red laser, and when you're using it as a write device, you'd use the ultraviolet laser diode. And that's what I thought I had. So the video that I'm going to play following this, I thought that's the way the thing was made. And as I tore it down, I discovered that it was a read-only device, and the optical path was not what is shown here. Now, the nice thing is that it's still the same optical path. It's just the device that I'm going to show you here is going to have a photodiode here, a photodiode here, and a laser diode here, okay? So all of this goes away. So this is a photodiode, this is a photodiode, and this is a laser diode. So that's the way the part that I have is. Now, when the video starts out, I call these laser diodes and I call this a photodiode, and by the end of the video though, I figured it out and I've corrected myself. So if you watch it all the way through, it's correct at the end. But remember that as I go through my learning exercise, I'm thinking these are the laser diodes and this is the photodiode, but my device was completely backwards. So anyway, there you go. We will start up the video that I've already done. I can't redo it because I've destroyed the part taking it apart, and so you get what you get. So anyway, this is my preamble.
All right, here is the device under the microscope. So some things are a bit confusing here. So I'm going to point here. This is the actual lens that focuses onto the CD. And it has voice coils around it, so it will move. You can see here it will move. It will move back and forth, so, and up and down. So it is all set to go. Now the light travels through this lens right here, and it goes down. I don't know if we can catch this, but there's a mirror right here at a 45 degree. So the light comes onto that mirror, and then it goes this direction. So it starts heading that direction. So from the top, all right, the light's going to go straight down and then it will head to the right. So the light will travel along this path here, and then the first thing it's going to encounter is this piece of glass here. And this is a beam splitter. Okay, so part of the light's going to go this direction and part of the light's going to go straight through. So that way and this way. Okay, when it goes this way, it goes onto this device here. There's a lens right here. So we come out of here, we go through here, we bounce, we go through this lens right here. Let's flip it upside down, okay? And so again, we've come this way, we've bounced, we've come this way, here's the lens, and then it goes into this device. And this device here is the photodiode that's going to receive the signals, okay? All right, let's look at the other path. The other path is it goes straight through, and then it goes over to this thing, and it goes over to this thing. There's a second beam splitter here. So the first split goes from here to here. The second split goes from here to here, okay, on this kind of angle here, and then this here. Now, this is a laser diode, and this is a laser diode. I don't know which is which. One is a 400 nanometer laser diode, and one is a 600 nanometer laser diode. One is used for writing, one is used for reading. Okay, so the 405 is used for writing, and the 650 or something like that is going to be used for reading. And then this is another little optical assembly here. And from the bottom side, not much to see here. This is the one laser diode, and this is the other laser diode. Did I call them photodiodes? Anyway, these are laser diodes. Laser diodes. Yeah. So there's a secondary lens here. So, all right. So I've removed the two little laser diodes, and this one's on a big heat sink. So I imagine that's probably this 405. And this is the smaller one that is probably the 600 nanometer, whatever it is. So a red one and a UV one. Yeah, let's get a little closer to these guys. So use dichroic splitting here. This split here is probably a 50-50, if I had to guess. So there we go. So now what I want to do is I want to start taking this apart, because I want to look at the laser diodes independently, and I want to look at that little photodiode independently. This here is just a lens assembly, so it's not very interesting. But I want to remove this. If I can remove the glue here, try to get these two out, and we'll come back. All right, they look very interesting. They have a lot more bond wires on them than I expected, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting. Anyway, there you go. I don't know much else to say about these things. We can get a little bit closer. All right, here is the little red one. And there's a lot going on there. And then this one, there's a whole lot going on. All right, we'll look a little bit closer at the lens here, and it's little moving magnets. There's some fixed magnets on the side there. Right here in the center, that's a fixed magnet. And then right here in the center is a little coil, so it acts like a speaker coil, a linear actuator. Let's see here. Let's look at the some of the optics here. Yeah, optics are going to be kind of boring. Yeah, all kind of boring things. But let's see if we can find that that other part here. Yeah, this one here. I'm a little bit close. All right, there you go. We've got 4 leads on that one, and don't know what to expect from this one. All right, I have it out of its package here, and see if I can't stick it up on end, because the light comes in on the end. Let me get some blue tack here to hold it in place while we stare in. Maybe this is the laser diode. Now, maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe it's completely backwards with my... Yeah, this looks like a laser diode. All right. This must be the laser diode. Maybe this is not a read-write unit. I thought it was. But this definitely looks just like a laser diode on this side. So the other ones must be photodiodes. That makes more sense of why they're so darn complicated. So yeah, so this device here is just going to be the laser diode. It's an edge emitter, right? So that makes complete sense. All right, so we have a laser diode on this side, and then the other ones must be 2 photodiodes. Let's go back and look at those now that I know that what they are. Yeah, so this must just be like a 1, 2, 3, 4 channel laser photodiode. So it's keeping track of everything And there's probably actually circuitry on there to do the amplification and everything too. So probably the transimpedance amplifiers are on board there. So, okay, makes more sense now. The other thing was the laser diode, and definitely a integrated circuit here. And then this must also just be a simpler photodiode. It's kind of in a milky package. It's not very clear. So it might just be detecting power or something like that. That might just be a one big single photodiode plus some amplifier circuitry around it. So yeah, there you go. I did kind of have it backwards.